Hey Steve, this is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. Thanks for talking to me earlier on Tuesday morning. So I'm going to go ahead and get this video over to you Wednesday morning here. Hope you have some time to take a look at it. I'm going to try and make it short and sweet and just try and get the main point across here. So I have the website pulled up, which we will take a look at here in just a second. Now what I've typed in is roofing Kansas City Mo. So this is going to give us a general idea of who's going to be some of your top competitor, but I wanted to go ahead and talk about this keyword in general. So this is a keyword with tons of buyer intent behind it. Meaning this is somebody looking for a roofing company in Kansas City, Missouri, right? And everybody's brain doesn't work the same, so they may type in some different variations of this. The main point is since 75 to 80% of people are going to stick on this first page when choosing a company, to get on the first page for as many of these different keywords as possible. Now, ads are definitely a great way to do it. They're going to generate you leads, but they're pay per click, and generally a large pool of people instantly disregard these. So I generally talk more about the long term play, which is ranking organically. And you can do that through a business profile for your specific area or through a website. Okay, so now with your business profile, I believe you're up closer in this area. I may be completely wrong. I know talking to you, it sounded like you were more on the north side of town. I believe in Holt it was. So it may be hard for you to actually rank within Kansas City itself. Now, if somebody's typing in roofing near me and they're within a 5 to 10 mile radius of Holt, you're probably going to pull up at that point. Okay. So, with that being said, your business profile still isn't out of the question. I would definitely put more time and effort into your website, though, as that's really what's going to be able to help you out in Kansas City itself and some of these outlying areas, right? Lee Summit, Blue Springs, Independence, even if you come up to St. Joe, things of that area. Um, on the Kansas side, Olathe, Overland Park, so on and so forth. Those areas are going to have more of your search volume, but Kansas City is going to have the overarching most search volume in this area for sure, without a doubt. So I would definitely want to target this area, no questions about it. So uh, Christian Brothers is going to be your top competitor for the Kansas City area, as we can see here. And kind of going through, there's some others with some directories in between, but I'm more worried about the actual companies here. Now, with your business profile, a few things right off the bat that I always would want to work on, and you can do yourself, is upload pictures into there every single week, that you guys are taking. Of your crews doing work, of inspections, whatever it may be, but make sure they're geotagged as well, which means the location where that photo was taken is embedded within the photo itself. Also, the reviews that you can get as many as you can. Of course, make sure they stay at a high rating, but also respond to those reviews and respond to them with character. Okay, don't do some generic response. Actually, read through the review, see what they're talking about. Sorry, see what they're talking about and respond to it accordingly. And then your bio section about your company too. Make sure you fill that out 100% as well. Okay, doing those three things are definitely going to help you rank within, like I said, your 5 to 10 mile radius around where your actual business profile is attached to. Now, back over to your website. So right off the bat, we both know this is an older website. I don't know when it was built out, but it's probably been quite a few years. And your pages aren't going to be as well built out to hold content or keywords, so on and so forth. And even somebody coming into this may not exactly stay as long as you might want them to, or convert into a customer either. Okay, so just looking at it, generally you're going to want about 500 to 1,000 words of content on your homepage for this area, is the research that I've done. So somewhere within there, probably around 750 is just right. And what that's going to allow you to do is embed keywords within there. And a good rule of thumb is about every 150 words of content, you can have a keyword within that content itself. That's without overstuffing, but still giving us enough info to tell Google exactly what we're trying to rank for. Okay. Now, you can also see you can embed keywords within like page titles. Yours, if I'm hovering up top here on this tab, Empire Roofing and Construction, providing roof contracting solutions. And then you can see Christian Brothers is targeting a keyword, right? Kansas City's best roofing company. Okay, so they're targeting that keyword, which generally isn't the best keyword to target anyways, because you're going to get filled up with a lot of directories there. And it's, easy for any company to say they're the best, right? But even so, they are still doing the greatest when it comes to ranking for the first page for all these different keywords. Now, we're going to go ahead and go into this next section. I generally like to end the videos on these. So it's a paid program that I use called Ahrefs. It's going to give me a dashboard of numbers here that we can see, that we can do a comparison between the two websites. Okay. So first off, this point one and this 2.1 are strength and trust ratings that Google has for your website. Now they're ranked out of 100, but typically once you hit a benchmark of about 30 and above for each of these, we can consider your website pretty darn powerful. Okay. Now you build that strength and trust out through backlinks, which is going to be any clickable text or image linking one website to another, and they're all held within these different referring domains. Now what's crucial about these domains is you need them to be as authoritative as possible, meaning you're getting backlinks from domains that already have strength and trust within Google. So then it's going to act as a huge thumbs up in return for you in increasing your ratings. We can also see your indexing for under 30 keywords, producing you right at one traffic. Okay, and that's general on average per month. And we can see you're indexing for some keywords like roofing companies near Kearney. This is definitely wouldn't be that bad of a keyword to have, say 70 search volume, but you're on that second page towards the bottom, so not really going to generate yourself much there. But you do have some for Kansas City here, right? Roofing contractors, Kansas City Mo, roofing Kansas City Mo. That's what I've typed in, 150 searches per month. Kansas City Mo roofing companies. Roofing Kansas City gets 350. Kansas City roofing contractors gets 450. But we can see, we're well on the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th page of Google. So again, if you're that far back, we're not going to get anybody clicking on the website at that point. Now, if we come over to Christian Brothers, I'm going to go back to their dashboard. We can see right off the bat their strength and trust is quite a bit higher, right? Getting closer to that benchmark. They're also indexing for over 3,000 keywords, bringing over 4,000 traffic. Okay. Now their keywords, quite a bit of them are being generated from, I believe it's the blog somewhere. Yeah, so they have a blog within their website. Now this is actually pretty good to implement in most websites. Main reason is it's going to generate relevant content and post that onto your website every single time you do that. So this is going to help Google index you for more keywords that are relevant, and in return start to help you in ratings for the keywords that involve buyer intent traffic, so on and so forth. It can also increase the amount of time people stay on your website, which is a huge ranking factor as well. Okay. Now, with the 4,000 traffic, okay, so we really want to tell, so we see some different roofing blog keywords that are posted within here. So I did go ahead and before I typed in Kansas City, so we can kind of see the keywords associated with that only, right, and really target those down. So we can see, all these different keywords involving roofing in Kansas City. Look at the positions, right? All on the first page. All on the first page for anything roofing. Okay. So let's just take this first one, for instance, where they're getting the most traffic for any of these keywords. Roofing company, Kansas City, 600 searches per month, which is huge. And they're getting 30% of that into their website. Okay. As traffic because they're ranked position 2. Now, they're getting this traffic. Now, I know what you want to know is how much of that traffic is going to convert into a lead for this company. Generally, when it's from a buyer intent keyword like this, you should generate from this traffic around 25 to 30% of that as a lead. So on the low end, we're talking, 70 leads per month just from this one keyword. So this company's generating 150 plus 200 leads per month on average from all these different keywords. Okay, and that's realistic when you can do this as well as they have been doing it. Okay, and you can tell there's tons of volume here. If another company gets on the first page too, there's plenty of volume to go around. It doesn't mean like this is the end all be all and they got this covered and there's no way around it. You can't get any of this traffic or any of this volume of search volume to turn into a lead for you. You can. You just got to get on the first page like Christian Brothers is, which can be a little bit of a feat, right? It just has to be done correctly from the start and all the way through. Okay. So, Steve, if you have any further questions or concerns, I'd be happy to elaborate on any of this information as well if you need me to dive in deeper with you. I know information is key when it comes to stuff like this. So, hope to hear from you soon and have a great rest of your day. Thanks.